Harry Potter likes just about everyone, except he really hates Malfoy. Harry Potter asked Cho Chang to the ball. Cho Chang said that she'd rather die. Here we are, we're doing a fucking podcast. We're millennials, it's all we know how to do. Because she's Harry 5'12".
Thanks.
Also known as 6 foot.
She's 6 foot. She's married, she's a weirdo.
Oh, married.
Well, now that we're just roasting me for no reason, should we actually start this?
Let's dive in. Oh, that's too close.
Ooh. Yeah, please don't.
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
I liked it.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to Nargles and Other Nonsense, a Harry Potter podcast full of spells, jinxes, and curses, the adult kind. I am Casey.
I'm Gaby. I have a splinter. It's Paige.
Oh my god, you don't have it anymore!
No, I still do. Anyway, and also today we have special guest, the Queen of Boogers, Nadine. Yay!
Thank you for that beautiful introduction.
You're welcome. Queen of my heart and of boogers. My heart is made of boogers.
That's fair.
Also, Casey, do you have to read it? Because you can't remember
I can't remember the order anytime. Because I mix up the like spells, jinxes, curses every single time. I don't know.
What is it again?
Wait, what
you
do we
never know.
Hi, this is nonsense. No. This is Harry. No. Podcast time. Woo!
I get it wrong. I always think it's nonsense and Nargiles, and not Nargiles.
Nargles.
It's probably because our Twitter handle is the opposite.
Yeah, it's
so.
too much.
I feel like they're all like that. I don't even know what we're doing. I just come down in my basement. You guys are here.
Well, this week we're going to be talking about Ron and Hermione and their relationship and all of our feelings and arguments about it.
Throw down.
Get ready
throw
for
down.
battle.
Everyone, lock the. What's the cage match?
The battle
cage
dome?
match.
Oh.
Thunderdome.
Oh,
Like
that's what I
cage
was
match.
thinking of.
Mad Max Fury Road, baby. Charlize Theron. Let's do it. Y'all seen that movie though?
No.
Okay, it's really good.
We'll watch it after this.
You won't like it. You might.
I might.
You probably not. It's.
I know what it
If you
is,
like it, then
but
I
I just
probably
never
won't.
watched it.
That's true. It's a good movie. The soundtrack is very scary. I like it, but like I listen to it without the movie, and it's very intimidating.
Well, all I know about is they chase cars a lot, and then there's that guy with that weird teeth mask. It looks like
Yeah,
that meme
that's
where
all
a
I know
dog
about
has
it.
a pine cone in his mouth.
Who's
That's
that
what it
hot
looks
guy?
like.
Tom
He's
Hardy.
a potato man.
There you
You don't like Tom Hardy?
Well, I mean, I don't think I remember who he is.
I feel like every movie he's in, he wears a thing on his face because he's in Batman and he's got a thing on his face.
He's
and my mom
embarrassed.
always complains. We watched Dunkirk and he was in it and he was flying a plane the whole time, so he had a mask on his face.
He's Venom.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a thing on his face
Wow.
because it's gonna be Venom's
Wait,
face.
they're making another Spider-Man?
No, it's a Venom movie.
Venom movie.
That's an offshoot of Spider-Man.
No, it's just a Venom movie.
What?
It's a Venom movie. It's about Venom.
Which is tied to Spider-Man.
What is that?
Wow, the first battle of the night.
my God.
No, well, I don't know. Is it? I don't know. We can't get into it now. I have a lot of feelings about Marvel, but we just can't do it right now.
No. Not the time nor the place.
No. We're here to talk about something else I have a lot of strong feelings about. Ron and Hermione,
Yeah.
because
Where do we start?
some of us love them together, some of us do not.
Well, I mean, it's a big controversy all across the interwebs that whether or not they should be together or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're kind of discussing. And then, maybe who
Other ships.
who we think they should have been with, if we think they should have
This was
not
me
been
and
together.
Nadine's, first fight in college. This is what we fought about. We were, hanging out, and I feel like we went to dinner while we were still arguing about this, and that was when we went with, 1,000 people.
We did do that.
So we were, sitting across from each other, going at it, and people were trying to talk to us, and I was like,
We were busy.
we're trying to, figure out if we can still be friends. Because
We made it through this fight. It's the first and only one we've ever had.
Yeah. Well, you said we had another one.
Oh, yeah, it was about a bug.
Oh, yeah, it was about a bug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This one might have been the bigger, more dramatic one.
Yeah. Well, because I love Ron and Hermione. They're my
I
children.
do not.
I don't either.
Yeah.
You don't like them together?
I like them as
Or as
individuals.
people.
I know. You know my feelings about Hermione.
Do you like Ron?
Yeah.
Fake. Nadine.
Same. I mean,
He's fine.
He's fine. He's there.
Yeah.
Harry likes him.
He's fine.
No, he's a good egg.
I'm
He's a
feeling
good guy.
personally attacked.
He's a good egg. I just think that Hermione could have made different, slightly better choices.
Yeah. I don't think it would have lasted.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so let's talk about why.
Yeah, I want to hear what the tea is from y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, first of all,
First things first.
Hermione is the
IGGY.
best, and I don't like her settling for her best friend.
Yeah, they should have
I'm
just
breathing.
stayed close friends. They didn't need to be
They
together.
were fine as friends. Why they had to take it
Tumultuous
one...
friends.
Yeah, okay. And as a story altogether, there is no reason why all the main characters have to end up together. And I
That's
feel like JK felt pressured to do that. Because as she's writing the last book, that's when there's finally this huge, like, Potterverse behind her who is kind of probably egging her on and expecting them to be together. And she said that she felt a little bit of weird pressure for putting them together. And
it was wish fulfillment.
yeah.
Disagree.
But
Yeah.
why?
Okay, because, like, I think a lot of Ron and Hermione being together is people are just like, well, Ron sucks, and Hermione deserved better because Ron sucks and is bad. And I just don't have the, like, personal vendetta against Ron that everyone else seems to have, which is I feel like everyone's like, well, he has character flaws, he lashed out and he was insecure. Like, shit, yeah, he's a fucking character. I want him to have some problems. I don't want him to be, like, perfect. That would be annoying. So that's why when people are like, well, he treated her like bad, he was dealing with his own insecurities, and that's no excuse for being, like, mean. But, like, they were, like, bickering. I don't know. I don't have a huge problem with it.
No,
and
I
I
don't
think he would
either.
have to grow up. I don't think he would stay the same his whole life.
Well, you think he might. When you say his insecurities, I think that's a big reason why he wouldn't last. Because that's a really big character trait for him, is that he feels very overshadowed by his older brothers, and that he doesn't have an identity of his own, and then he's going to marry the brightest witch of her age. That's just settling for being overshadowed for the rest of his life.
I feel like his deep love would overshadow.
Well, I think we
He's my
should.
bro.
I think we should get into, like, maybe some of the things that JK actually
Wait,
said, because
what?
there's a lot of stuff on the internet that's, like, not necessarily.
Do you want me to come in?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
come
want,
coming with me.
you
I
guys
think-
said what you, and I want to hear what Gabby
I think
says.
I don't like. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like picky, but like the phrase "settling for your best friend" is like, you're not settling when it's your best friend, and it's this person who he's gone through everything with, and like they have all this history together that I feel like I don't know, it would be hard to get with someone else who hasn't understood like the same life experiences of facing death at every fucking year of Hogwarts like he has. What else did I have? I had another one. I really had it in my head. I'm so mad. Okay. Hermione is great, and I love her, and she deserves the best. Men are shit, and if we're looking at her as straight, and she will only marry men, no man will ever fucking be good enough for her anyway.
Well, I have more thoughts on that statement, too.
If we're assuming.
If we're assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
because it's not fucking stated.
I don't
so
think anybody
it's
would be
open.
happy with anybody that she would end up with. No one would
Exactly.
be like, you want to know who would have worked out?
Well, no
Man
character that we
category.
know about, but that's why I think it's a little odd that she just didn't end up with someone completely obscure who challenged her and pushed her further, because I think a lot of what she did after Hogwarts, allegedly, Cursed Child, it was just, it's a little bit of a stretch that she would all do those things with Ron as her partner. I see him holding her back.
Oh,
I agree with that.
real quick, I haven't read Cursed Child. I don't acknowledge it as canon, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I also think on like the insecurity thing that like, yeah, he would be insecure, but I also feel like he's proud to like have her as his girlfriend when he's like, that's my girlfriend, you numpties. Like, I feel like, I don't know, he'd also be like, yeah, I got her, she's my chick, you know what I mean?
They're like bros. I think the real thing is I'm a huge softie, and I'm like, he just loves her. He's such an idiot. Okay, but Casey has a list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, this is just
There's a
stuff that,
list.
this is the actual stuff that JK was quoted saying in interviews. I don't even know, when was this?
Expose her.
This was a couple years ago when everyone
Dragged.
really realized, they're like, wait, what? Ron and Hermione weren't supposed to be together? And everyone lost their shit. So what she
I
said was that
lost
she
that
wrote the Ron and, this is her in quotes, just so you guys know. I wrote the Ron or Hermione-Ron relationship as a form of wish fulfillment. That's how it was conceived, really, for reasons that have very little to do with literature and far more to do with me clinging to the plot as I first imagined it. Hermione ended up with Ron. I know, I'm sorry, I can hear all the rage and fury it might cause some fans, but if I'm absolutely honest, the distance has given me perspective on that. It was a choice that I made for very personal reasons and not for reasons of credibility. Am I breaking people's hearts by saying this? I hope not. So what are your feelings on that?
She's like, I hope not. Tea.
She's like, now that I've had time to think on it, sip. And then she just is like, this, and this. Later. And
Like, I'm going to bring my books back into the spotlight.
Yeah.
By the way, it's on sale on Amazon. Like I feel like she was just
I mean, like,
us.
she has been, like, called out for, like, still trying to control the storyline a lot after, you know, by coming out with all of her tweets and everything and continuing all of the canon past the novels, you know, instead of just leaving it things as they are.
At Cursed Child. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't think the universe will, like, be something that she ever lets die.
No, and
Like,
that's
she'll constantly be
fine.
adding
She
and
created
redoing
it, but, you know, I don't know, do you guys have a problem with her continuing, like, to come up to, like, stuff that she says as tweets is just, like, I don't know.
I don't really know. I don't really pay attention unless it's something I really give a shit about. Well, like, when people get in, like, the Snape fight, I'm like, I don't even have time for this.
This is like taking it somewhere else in my brain.
Oh.
But I know it's a thing, like with John Green, when people are like, so does Hazel die after The Fault in Our Stars? And he's like, I don't know. Like, he's like, this is your book now. It's what you think. I'm not to say what happens afterwards. And I really like that approach.
Oh, worm.
Whereas she's
Versus
the opposite,
being like,
yeah.
this is their history after Hogwarts. This is what happened. I'm like, oh my god. I can have something in my mind too. It's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fault in Our Stars, that was just one novel. There wasn't multiple.
Yeah.
So it's a story that
very
has
different
a
people.
very clear beginning, middle, end, whereas hers, she created more of like a universe of things that, like, it doesn't take place in our... I mean, it does take place in our world, but not... It's a magical world. It's kind of like, I would say, Tolkien, you know.
I'm on board with, like, John Green. Well, just in general, I love when books end, like, ambiguously, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, when I finished Handmaid's Tale, I was like, yo! I like that was just kind of like, boop, and it ended. And you're like, what? And you could just make it up. But JK's always like, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you all this. And it's like, wouldn't that have been important for us to, like, know? And she's like, nah. 10 years later,
But
here
it
you
is incredible the amount that she has in her brain.
Yeah.
And all the stories that she can come up with. Like, she's an incredible storyteller and just... So, like, I applaud her.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, I don't need everything.
Yeah. But some people
It's
eat
back and
it. Some
forth.
people eat it up, and that, I mean, like, that's why
Yeah.
we're doing this podcast, is because we eat it up too, to an extent.
I don't like these books. I have no feelings. I've never had an emotion.
Leave us your comment. Listeners,
Rate
please
your,
tweet at us.
rate your investment 1 to 10. I'm at like a soft
Not your
2.
investment, but if you think, I don't know, JK should continue.
Yeah, tweet at us, because I'm in
spewing
charge
out
of the
these
Twitter,
facts.
and I want to get into some fights.
So, I mean, we all know pretty
My
much what happens during the books.
Yeah.
But because quite a few people here have not read Cursed Child, these are some of the weird things that I didn't even
refuse.
remember because, like I said before, I blocked that entire book out. And so going back and, like, doing the research for this, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, read that, because I read that, and I was like, what the fuck?
There was more that I just didn't even feel like writing because I just started getting angry.
Okay, read it out loud.
Obviously, we know, like, this is all stuff that happens. Some of it's in the epilogue, you know, the 10 years later. Was it 17? 17 years later.
19.
19?
It was
I don't know.
19. 18.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It was an odd number, because she loves
Oh,
odds.
she loves. It was probably 17 though, because she loves odd. She loves the number 7.
All right, we'll go
All
with
right,
seven.
and this
We
is
don't know.
also, and things that
Don't
she
you know what the
has,
fuck we're
she
doing?
has hinted at or talked about, so it is all mashed together. So we know that Hermione goes back to Hogwarts and finishes her education. Obviously, her and Ron marry, but apparently Ron does not remember their wedding because he got really drunk.
Wait,
Is this
what?
in the book?
Is
That's
this in
in
Cursed
that's in
Child?
Cursed Child.
Oh.
Well, first of all, just the fact that he didn't go back to school, I think, is a major red flag for their incompatibility as a couple.
Yes.
But continue.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
And also getting drunk and not remembering your own wedding is just like, why? Like, that's...
Here's another thing, though. Cursed Child isn't canon, and it's fake.
I know
so-
you didn't really have a wedding, so I know it's hard for you to understand.
Whoa!
Wow.
Roasted!
For For those of you listening, I eloped, and I will probably never live it down for my friends not being in my
Listen,
wedding.
We got a text of just a photo of Casey and her new husband in Scotland.
With the
They
caption,
knew who you... It's not like I didn't marry someone you didn't know.
with the caption, "So this happened."
You didn't even know where I went to,
She
which I think
like,
was the greatest
I'm going
part.
to California. We were like, oh, what are we going to do in California? And she's like, I don't know. You just do California stuff. I don't want to talk about it. And she was really going to Scotland to get married.
Anyway, roasted.
Anyway, back to the books.
I like this because we're roasting.
I like that it wasn't even just like a live omission. You flat out lied.
Yeah, she
Yes, I
lied.
did.
But it was kind of our fault too because Casey's such a planner and none of us did shit when we were like, "What are you gonna do?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't know." We weren't like, "Sounds fake." We were
She
just
also,
okay.
like 2 years before, was like, yeah, if I ever got married, I would elope. And we were all like,
Yeah, I gave you
sure.
plenty of warning.
We knew.
I was
Yeah.
taking a shit when I got here. And I was like, "What the fuck?" I wish I wasn't on the toilet for this. Anyway, that's Casey's fault.
Oh my
'Cause I don't want to talk about Cursed Child. It sucks.
So,
No,
okay.
but this is just kind of weird stuff that I have a lot of feelings
So
about
we're
as well.
recognizing,
Go in.
is it canon for us then? Like,
I would say that it's recognized as canon for most of the community, so we kind of have to be like, this is stuff that people believe has happened.
I can't
It
really.
doesn't. Okay, well.
I don't like that there's an epilogue at all, let alone like continuing this with a whole other.
Yeah, well, the book gets really weird, so
Oh,
we'd
well,
only
also-
just scraped the surface of how
Wait,
weird it gets.
And also, she said, like, when people were like, "Oh my god, the last book, she's gonna keep writing," and she was like, "You idiots, I'm done. I'm never writing another Harry Potter thing again. I'm
That's a
done
lie.
with that universe." And then, oh, here's Cursed Child. Nobody fucking asked for this.
But writers do that all the time. They always say, "Oh, I'm done. I'm never writing anymore," and then they do. You got to keep making money.
Like who?
Harper Lee.
I don't even
One
wanna,
book and she was done, except the new one.
Fuck that one. They
Hey,
did
she
that for
wrote another
money.
one.
I thought that was... Okay, let's not.
Okay, no, yeah. All right, so then here's like
Fight.
more of their career stuff. So Ron becomes an Auror with Harry,
Dope.
even though they didn't finish their education. They still become Aurors.
Because
can
they
do
didn't
whatever
finish
they
their
want.
education. They did a whole bunch of shit
But
already.
then he ends up going and working at the joke shop with George.
Worm.
What?
Yeah, so he stops becoming an Auror and then he goes and works at the joke shop,
That's my dude right
which
there.
is
the
which is where he's working in Cursed
That's
Child.
literally my life right now.
So Hermione actually also works at the She works at the ministry. She works in the Department of the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures.
That tracks.
So that's for
Why?
Spew.
yeah, spew.
Oh, T. Sorry.
And then
She's
she
a little social justice queen.
That is true. The original.
and then
social
she
justice
actually
warrior.
transfers over to the Magical Law Enforcement Department and works to
queen.
abolish pro pure blood laws.
Queen.
Yeah, so then she
Icon.
becomes minister for
Wait,
magic.
what?
Pro pureblood laws?
Yeah, like because there's still a lot of laws in place that just
Or mixed blood?
Would benefit? No, she was
would
getting rid of the
benefit
pure
would
blood
yeah,
ones.
like they would benefit
Okay.
pure
She's
bloods.
getting rid of them.
Benefit purebloods?
Yeah, she got
she's
rid of
getting-
those.
getting rid
of
of
them.
those.
Oh, I thought you said she was putting them into place, and I was like, what the fuck
No,
happened?
she abolished.
I read
pro
Cursed
pure
Child, I
blood
don't remember
laws.
that.
She gets power. And she's like, I see where Umbridge was coming from. I'm into this now.
And then obviously,
Yo, cage those dogs up. I can make this work.
Shout out.
after they have two kids, Rosa and Hugo.
Dope.
And I was curious because I guess Ginny and Harry were pretty young when they had kids. I didn't look up the dates on that, but they were Ron and Hermione were apparently around 27 years old when they had kids.
Because they
That's
were just
fair.
kicking it, having
That's
adventures.
Well, it's because Hermione's busy doing
Yeah.
other things.
And Ron's just
Not that
like,
Ginny
I'm going to
isn't.
sleep.
I do like that they're the ones who gave their kids like normal names instead
Yeah.
of just I'm gonna name them after dead people.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Agree.
you guys already covered this in the last
can
episode,
go off.
but I have more thoughts. I wasn't here then.
But you can, what's your take? What should it... It should be Arthur Rubius, am I right, fam?
I mean, definitely Arthur Rubius.
Fuck yeah. Anyway, we
I mean,
can-
actually, no. Actually, I take that back because just like let the dead.
Undo that high five.
Yeah.
Well, those can be middle names. Those can be two middle names, Arthur and Rubius. I mean, just like stop trying to repeat the past. Let them start anew. It's a new world now, Harry.
Yeah.
Stop naming them after dead people.
Yeah.
Fresh start.
Fresh start.
Yeah.
And then this is where shit really hits the fan, and I start getting angry because I don't remember this. I remember there was time travel in Cursed Child, which was very confusing, and I think they find time turners. It's a whole thing. So apparently, in
lying
one
around.
of the alternate futures or alternate timelines, alternate timeline. That's what it would be.
Whatever.
Hermione is single and the defense against the dark arts teacher.
Dope.
And
That's
she's-
Harry's job, obviously.
I know, but I don't know why she wouldn't be like, I don't know, charms teacher or something.
Yeah, she never really liked defense against it. I mean, wasn't Transfiguration her favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the runes teacher.
Well, McGonagall lives forever, so she would always have
that's
that
true.
job.
That's true. Like, she'll never die.
And apparently she's really angry and mean.
Aw.
Okay, I don't like
so
that.
when she doesn't
I
have
know.
Ron, she's in a
I think it's more like
she's
Which is
in
what
a
the-
Hogwarts position instead of the Ministry, and she's
Which is why I don't like this, because the
single
alternate...
women are bitter.
My girl out here.
teachers are bitter people.
Yeah,
I
they're
am.
like trying really hard to push the fact that they would have been better together, because Ron's alternate timeline is really, really weird. He marries Padma Patil.
What?
Yeah.
After their disastrous Yule Ball date, she's never gonna go out with him.
Yeah.
Right?
And then
Unrealistic.
I don't know what he does.
Unrealistic.
I don't know what he does for work, but they have a son named Panju.
Dope.
Yeah. And then he's also like depressed
Sad.
and sad.
Going back to Hermione, though, I just one, I don't like the fact that J.K. felt the need to couple everybody up and pair everybody off to begin with, but then also the fact that when Hermione is single, she is obviously mean and bitter and doesn't achieve everything she wants in
Yeah.
life. That is some anti-woman agenda.
Yeah, which is why I have issues with the fact I have to remind myself that, like, who decided to write this? Because she didn't write most of that book, which is another huge issue I have with it. Like, why couldn't she just write the whole damn play?
Because she said she didn't want to.
Then why did she do it at all?
So that's why it's basically fanfic, and all those other writers, I'm sorry, but, like, what did you do?
I don't acknowledge it as real because I don't want to read it. And also it sounds
I feel like
stupid.
I don't know. I don't think she'd be angry and bitter.
No.
What is there to be angry about?
I feel like she still would have done...
bitter about.
I
Still
feel
would've
like
done
she...
amazing things.
I think she
Yeah.
would have still worked at the department. Like, maybe she wouldn't have become, like, Minister of Magic, but I think she still would have
She
been...
would have been a success in anything that she fucking does.
Yeah, but maybe she wouldn't have had, like, the connections that the Weasley family has.
She
It's
could've
all...
gotten
It's
any
politics,
job.
you know?
She could've gotten
You gotta have a... She's a, you know, muggle. Well, she's mudblood. Not a muggle.
That's a bad word, Casey.
I'm sorry, I'm swearing. I think we...
Curses are allowed on this podcast.
Hey, everybody say fuck. Fuck.
Don't tell me what to do.
God,
Oh.
I'm just trying to have fun. I don't
So
know.
yeah,
girl.
Cursed Child just goes off the rails. And then there's this whole other part that I got really angry and I just went, nope. All right, I'm just not going to acknowledge that when we do an episode on it because, I don't know.
Okay,
It gets
great.
even darker.
Is she like
Now
the
you
new
have to
Snape?
share.
No, because I think Snape's dead.
No, but like
Single and alone and bitter.
Yeah, teacher who like
She's
never
a
got the
beard
person
and
that they
crazy
wanted.
hair.
So
I just
now
don't
they're
understand why
bitter.
she didn't have like a dating life after. If she went back to like school and then she went, like, why was she just always around Ron? Because he clearly was like off working and she's like at Hogwarts. Like, wouldn't she have met other people?
Yeah.
So why didn't she date any of them?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
And I just want to say,
Oh god, that was like a very serious like coming. Bah, bah.
I don't think working at the joke shop is a bad job. Because
No.
I don't think it means that he's just like cashing people out or whatever, because that's not even a bad job. I think he could also be like helping make the products, which was always like, this is really complicated, crazy magic. The Weasley twins are so smart. I love George Weasley so much.
No crying, please. Oh wait, it's Gabby. Never mind. We don't have to worry about it.
Oh my god. And yeah, and I'm proud of Ron. That's all.
Well,
Okay.
maybe we can just tie that back to his insecurity, because if he's an Auror with Harry Potter,
Yeah,
then he's like, I'm done with this.
I don't know, dudes.
and Harry, I think he moves past. He moves past becoming an Auror and like runs another department or some shit as well.
I don't
apparently.
understand why he doesn't become the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. That would be a much better ending.
I feel
he
like-
loved
Makes a lot more
teaching
sense.
Dumbledore's army, and it would have been so symbolic of like Tom Riddle's curse that nobody could have the job for more than a year. Then Harry defeats him and then takes that post.
I don't think he could deal with the like all the little Colin Creevies that would come and be his
No, he
students.
definitely did. He'd have to deal with that for the rest of his life anyway, no matter where he was.
If anything, I think that, the kids would be like that maybe like first year, and then they
Yeah.
would just get over it, and they would be like just like all of his classmates do when he's in school. Like they would be super in awe of him for like 2 months, then after that they'd be like, Professor Potter assigned me 2 whole rolls of parchment, I hate him.
Yeah, me.
If anything, I think that if he's an Auror, then everyone's always going to be like, oh my god, the boy who lives, and the boy just needs a rest.
Yeah.
Let him live in the mountains.
Yeah, he just needs to take a break
I
for
don't
like
think Harry
3
will.
years.
He's a Leo. That
He's
boy
a
will
Leo.
not rest. That boy needs action and that boy needs drama. That boy thrives on it.
He's super dramatic.
He's also, as Gabby said, he's a Leo.
I think Hogwarts would be too, quiet.
Yeah.
It's
But
his,
Hogwarts
it's his
is-
first home.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hogwarts is his home.
It's his first home.
Yeah.
I want him to come there for like fun lectures. He just shows up and he's like, I'm visiting Professor Longbottom. What's good, fam?
Or like visiting Hagrid again. Oh.
Visiting Hagrid.
Oh my god,
And Minerva.
Why don't they have like
Minerva McGonagall?
they should have like parents stay at Hogwarts.
Oh my god.
Where the parents come and then they can like all talk to their old teachers again and
Aw.
aw.
I forgot that Harry actually has kids for a second. I was like, oh, all of the Hogwarts students are his children. But he has like actual
If
kids.
He
he
was
was-
very promiscuous.
he
All of the
was, like,
Hogwarts students are his
He can
children.
get it. He's the boy who lived.
Well, that's like also true. If he was like,
Just have like the
if
blue
you
eyes.
do like the Harry Potter from like the musical, like Harry Potter musical, that Harry Potter mentality would definitely be like, all of you are my kids, you're all alive because of me. You're welcome. Like that mentality, totally, they're all
I
his
fucked
kids.
up this castle and then I rebuilt it. You're welcome. Well, he probably didn't even rebuild it.
He probably
just
went like,
messed it up.
I'm gonna let y'all do this. I'm gonna go.
Take a nap.
Deuce. I'm just
But
gonna
only
go
like a 15-minute nap, and then he's gonna be
cat
up
nap.
and
They'll
yeah.
be planning, and I'll be like scheming. What if Harry, like in his old age, was like, "Ugh, I don't have enough drama, so he like creates like oh my god, an alter ego that is evil, and he like fights himself.
That sounds better than Cursed
I'm
Child.
kind of not stealing this plot, but in my mind, never mind. It's a Teen Titans reference, and it won't make any sense to anyone but me. So I'll skip it. But there's a Teen Titans reference. Fam. Sorry.
All right, Ron and Hermione.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Ron.
Any other
Hermione.
final thoughts about them, or do you want to move on to some of their other past
What
relationships?
are we talking about?
Just like some of their other relationships that they
Oh,
had,
like
like
other
in
ships
school,
and
and what you
shit.
thought about when they were happening.
I was just gonna say, like, I think the way that the books are set up, it's like the fourth is the turning point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's really apparent for Ron and Hermione too, because that's when Ron's kind of like, oh shit,
Oh yeah.
I like this girl. Fucking damn it. And he loses it. Because the first three is like, who is this? And
Yeah,
then
they
he's
were
like,
just little kids. They didn't
just
have.
kidding.
Yeah.
This is my homie over here. And then in that one, he's like, damn, she's pretty and I'm pissed. And then he punches a hole in the wall. And then
And he doesn't even like in his brain. I don't think he's even like, oh, I like her. He's just like, why is she so pretty?
also, he's a Pisces. That's why he's so crazy.
That's why he can't express himself.
Anyway, do you know how much of this is like really astrology though?
I don't know anything.
I'm right.
I thought that Harry was a Cancer for a long time
He's a
because that's
Leo.
July, but he's actually Leo.
He's a Leo. Because it's the end of the month. But I think that
Anyway.
I think my favorite thing, I didn't even, when I was younger, I didn't even conceive them in a relationship till I read the fourth book. And my favorite part is just like Harry finding the crumb doll with like an arm off of it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why is this
Yeah.
so cute and endearing to me? Like, I know it's aggressive or whatever, but I'm
It
like,
is
it's
aggressive.
cute.
He
It's
almost
really
feels like
funny,
entitled to her. He's like, Hermione, what do you mean you're not going to the ball with me? Obviously, that's a given.
He's
How
just
dare
an
you go with
idiot.
someone else?
No, he's
Think
just
it threw him
fool.
for a loop.
I mean, like, I do amount a lot of what happened between them is them just being, like, teenagers and not knowing anything at all about relationships and how to deal with, you know, like, he didn't know how to
Anything.
deal with girls. Like, he's just like, huh. I mean, like, he literally screamed, like, at...
When he tried to ask someone out, he just screamed at her.
yelled at them at the top of his lungs. Like, go on with me!
That's literally like me, so I don't feel like I have a problem with Ron because I'm like, I relate. You got a lot of problems. You yell. You don't know what you're doing. I love him. He's my shitty little boy. He's my punk son. He's my second punk son.
He's not punk at all.
He's a straight edge. He's not punk. Gabby is appalled that he's not punk. Is he
No,
punk?
I'm appalled that you're gonna call him your second punk son.
Who's my first punk son?
Jess Mariano.
That's what I'm saying. He's my second.
You're gonna put him with
he's a
Jess
true
Mariano?
No,
Those
wait.
two are
That's
nothing
so
alike.
crazy to me.
No, they're not my two punk sons. I'm sorry. Take it back. At Jess Mariano. Sorry, babe. That's my true
The
punk
one and
son.
only punk son.
My punk son. You're doing a terrible job of staying on topic. I'm really sorry.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
Can I have a Skittle?
No! I put him over here so he wouldn't crinkle on air.
Yeah, Nadine.
Get you one. Because I'm gonna be really mean to you later.
Oh,
Because all of your ideas of that.
I love that.
Nadine's so lovely to me, only because she hates me. Okay, I'm Casey. Sorry.
Okay, so let's just, because we're on like the whole controversial sort of thing, let's talk about if they, like, what if JK had put Hermione and Harry together?
Also strong disagree.
No,
That's
pass.
not
I don't
better.
think it would work either.
They
but
have a really
it's
strong platonic relationship.
Yeah.
There's like no, like there's no basis for that.
I think it would be awkward as hell, because they're
It would
like,
be super awkward.
I can only think of the scene that they added in Deathly. I
Just think about how much I
so
love it.
cute.
I think
I didn't even
that's
say what
actually
it was,
really
but
sweet.
everyone knows.
I didn't even read that as romantic though. I was just
It's
like
like
they're
two
just trying to
buddies.
like have a good time and
Yeah.
like a little moment of beauty and friendship, but
Yeah.
they're so sad.
Oh, by the way, if you don't know, because we didn't even say, it's the scene in
They know.
Deathly Hallows Part 1 where Hermione and Harry are dancing in the tent, and it's so cute.
I remember when
really
that
cute.
movie came. I really liked it. I thought it was cute because it was like, look at these two friends and they're just like having a hard time, but they're still doing something like nice with each other. And I read a review in Time magazine that got my blood a boiling, and they were like, I don't understand. They were like, I've never seen any of the other movies or read the books, and I was like, okay, then why
are you writing an
why do you
article?
have an opinion?
Yeah, why?
And I don't know if that's true or I'm just projecting. But they were like, I don't understand why they're even having this Ron character in here. It's clear that like Harry and Hermione have more going on.
I remember reading things
And
about
I
that
was
online.
like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I'm not saying like she has to be with Ron because she doesn't, but I don't understand with Harry at all. I don't get it.
Well, also
I
the
don't
point
get
of
it.
these books is not to have a love triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't need to be a thing at all.
Just because Twilight had one.
Are we going to have to mention that damn book every single
Twilight
episode?
invented love triangle, so
They invented every fucking trope. Imprinting on a baby.
you heard it here first. It was on Twilight, and hopefully it'll die with Twilight.
Oh, God, please. Anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know, it
I
just
don't
doesn't
think
make any
it
sense.
it doesn't. I mean, it like possibly they would have been like that couple that went on like a couple dates and said, "No, this is weird." And then like backed away.
What if they would have had sex? I feel like they would have never looked at each other again.
No, it would have ruined their relationship, or it would have just been like awkward for like
they're
5
siblings.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
Yeah.
yeah. I would say that they're way more brother and sister because like they're always buddies. They're always pals.
they would probably just start laughing at each other before anything got too serious.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be able to do it at all.
No. It would just definitely be like
They would get like super drunk one night and then be like, "What are we?" No.
no.
They would be really drunk, but they'd still be like, "This is a bad idea."
Yeah.
They wouldn't even follow through. They'd be like, "No."
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't know, because I know that people are like into that, but I don't get it. But I mean, ship what you want, but I don't feel it.
Wait, okay, there are people who ship Hermione and Draco. Like, there's a lot of fan fiction where shit gets wild.
There is a lot of Hermione out there.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I've
never read
the
any.
appeal.
Because I'm not that big into fanfic because I
Wait.
I can't. I mean, I'm sorry. I never got into it.
Me and Nadine fucking.
I
love
never had a Tumblr, okay?
Out
You made a Tumblr?
Oh, that's right.
It
When I was
had that Darcy quote.
Does it still exist?
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. I probably made it because you guys had it and I just went, I don't like this.
You
and
need
then
that
never
Tumblr.
I just
Oh, my favorite thing about Tumblr is I went on the Hermione tag to prep for this podcast like 10 minutes before we did it. And there was like an equal amount of dreary fanfic on there.
Yes.
Which I thought that it was interesting that it was all on the same tag. But also, like, you get me.
I think it's because like the main couple in the fanfic would be dreary, and then they'd be like the background
in the
relationships are
background,
romantic.
yeah.
So they'd be like, Ron would be like, "Oh my God, how's your boyfriend?" And then Harry'd be like, "Great, bro, thanks." And then he'd be like, "I'm gonna go kiss my girlfriend, bye." And then they'd just go leave, and then it'd be about dreary.
You don't even need to read any fanfic now. That's all of them.
I just wrote it. Also, but they have to share a bed, but they're not together.
Oh my god, that's the best trope, though.
Fake relationship.
Oh, I love it.
But people do love. I understand the appeal of Malfoy, Draco, and
I
Hermione
do as
together.
well.
I do as well, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're like, ooh, he's a pure blood.
Forbidden.
It's literally just the Harry Potter musical and in
Oh,
our
yeah, I
brains.
forgot that you
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Hermione Granger Danger is the best song.
If I were gonna rate her attractiveness, I'd give her an 11.
I love that. I used to listen to that song when I was like emo. I'd like be really sad and just like listen to Granger Danger as a way to be like, oh yeah, they're both upset. It's a good song. But I get the appeal of that. I don't think it would be, like, will it work in real life? I don't know, but the fanfic is fun.
What's that quote? Sorry. Go on.
Okay.
She's got to think of it.
Yeah, no, I think the idea of it's funny, but it definitely wouldn't work.
I think it's fun.
I like the idea that he can probably match her intellectually and he would probably fuel her
Yeah.
ambition and her career and stuff, but
I'd like for him
I
to
also
not
don't
be a
think it would
bigot
last.
anymore. He'd be like,
that would be, he just needs that redemption arc
He does.
that he has in every Drury fanfic.
yeah, where they're like, he's not evil anymore.
Well, also, there was room to explore that in the 7th book when he was really regretting his life choices and he didn't, like, what happened? He, like, didn't do something to Harry.
Oh, it was like he had to identify
Oh, yeah,
Harry.
he wouldn't identify Harry.
Yeah, he was like, whom? Whom stuff?
Whom stuff?
Harry Potter, who? And they were like,
I've never
Draco.
heard of him. Just kidding, I've been obsessed with him for 7 years.
I know every freckle. I know his dimples, but I don't know him.
I mean, Cursed Child was kind of the Draco's redemption story, even though I don't remember a lot of it, but I'm pretty sure it's like, he's not so bad anymore. Even though there's like, a lot of people are like, all the kids are still like, ew, the Malfoys. That's all I remember
Leave
from
him
that.
alone.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, Malfoy, just as like a dude, was like, this is wrong, but he has too much pride to be like, I fucked up, y'all. Because he was still like, Malfoy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
We started talking about Draco and Hermione.
And okay, are we talking about Draco and Harry now?
Yeah.
We're moving right into Drary.
Right into Drury. We're there. The Bye Who Lived.
The Bye Who Lived.
The Bye
love
Who
that.
Lived Harry Potter.
Oh my god.
The Bye Who Lived.
The Bye Who Lived.
Oh my god. Please write
I
that
can't
down.
take credit for that because I saw it on that aforementioned Tumblr excursion.
I love that.
But it's so real.
Incredible.
Because, like, let's just take a little step back to the
Yes.
4th book. I was talking to Paige about this earlier today. How
Go
maybe this is some of, like, J.K. Rowling's voice coming through, but Harry's supposed to be our narrator, and every time he brings up Cedric Diggory in the 4th book, he's like, oh my god, he's just so beautiful. He's so handsome.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He does.
And
And then
I
later he
always thought
kisses
that was
Cho and he's
weird.
like, this is weird.
and also, like, I saw a thing where it was like, Harry leaves a dance to just go follow Draco around outside.
Yeah, like, I don't have time to flirt with women or think about Ginny. I've got to stalk Draco real
I gotta
quick.
go follow him around in
What
the
is
bushes.
he up to?
What's he up? What's he doing? Let me just
I'm just
see.
gonna stare at the Marauders map and look at Draco's dot longingly.
Aw, cuties.
Are they, though? They could be.
They could be cute. I don't know. We'll never know. But if you're into it, there's tons of Drary fanfic. You can read it. There's fan art, and it's really good. It's good fan art. It comes up on my Tumblr constantly. So, y'all feel good about Drary?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it as well. I just
Especially
haven't
when
read
they're
enough
doing their
fanfic to
duel.
really, like, get into, like, the things that people have made connections about, I guess.
I have never read a Drary fanfic. I have not really read a lot of Harry Potter fanfic. I've read, like, other ships in Hogwarts fanfic because I eat that shit up. Unless they're in the wrong house, then I can't read it. And I'm like, this is not relatable. Yeah, but I don't know, man. People can ship whoever they want.
Yeah.
We should talk about some of the other ships that happen, like, in the books.
Oh, the
Ship
ones
it or
that
rip
actually
it.
happened.
The ones
Ship
that
it or
actually
rip it.
happen, we can
Rip
actually
it.
not have
Rip
too many
it.
crazy opinions and arguments about. So what do you guys feel about, like, I guess we should start with the first one, Hermione and Victor Crumb.
Oh.
Snogging.
She deserves to have a good time.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he was a little old, but other than that, it's
I mean,
chill.
it is kind of weird because she's 14,
14?
maybe 15.
Yeah.
And he's 17. And when you're that age, I guess that's like a freshman dating a senior in high school for us.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big.
Us stateside. Yeah.
Yeah, for all our UK fans, what's good, fam?
One day.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Do you want to say hello, YouTube?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey hates
I
that.
ain't bothered.
Oh my god.
I think it's cute. I like that she's like, he just watches me work in the library.
That's all I
Admires
want.
how smart she is.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he was too shy to talk to her, and
Yeah.
it's like, you're an international Quidditch star.
That's why I love Victor Crumb. Because he's like that big goofy nerd, but he's a big old jock.
Well, the one thing I don't like is when he
Why are you
confronts
looking at me
Harry
like
by the forest.
I keep zoning out.
Yeah. Wait, didn't he have the Imperious curse on him then?
No,
No.
not yet. This was before. It was when they went to the Quidditch pitch to see that they were building the maze, and he pulls Harry aside, and it's super sketchy, and then he's just like, what's the deal with you and Hermione? Except he says her name wrong.
Hermi-Wan.
Hermione.
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 Hermione Nanini.
Hermi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh my god, it's the title.
That's the title of the episode.
Oh, he does do that. I thought he was under the... Oh, he was in
No, he
under
wasn't
the
on-
Imperious Curse.
That
in
wasn't
the
until
maze.
he was in the maze,
maze, yeah.
No, this was just him being like, a toxic man.
What's going on with you? Back off.
I like her. Don't talk to your friend.
Yeah, that's some shit. I feel like that's also why Hermione was like, I gotta fuck up Rita Skeeter. Why is she fucking doing this to me? I'm gonna squash you like a bug.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
Yeah,
Squash her like
Dude,
a bug.
Hermione goes in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like my
She
favorite thing
keeps
about
a
her.
person. She keeps a person in a jar.
Yeah.
She set the
She
professor
scars
on
that
fire
girl's
her
face.
first year.
She does.
Yeah, like she's like, we can't die or worse be expelled. And then like 2 seconds later, she set Snape on fire. She's such a Gryffindor.
That's
I love
why
her.
It's so weird in the 5th movie when they're like walking on that bridge, which is fake, and Hermione's like, "It's
Wait,
fun,
what?
isn't it? Breaking the rules." And Ron's like, "Who is this?"
She's always been breaking the
They
rules.
made a polyjuice potion. In the 3rd one, she had a fucking time turner that she used for her own personal ass gain. 4th book, she cheating. Like, that bitch is wild. She's not
Yeah.
getting a 2 flying bucks.
But the movies had to, act like she was a goody two shoes. She
And
Fucking
and,
wasn't.
and Ron was the comic relief, even
who
though.
ate all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. I mean, he
Just red
did
vines.
eat all the time in the books. That was something I think that,
Oh, that
he
is
was.
true.
Yeah, he was always eating.
But he's so tall.
Yeah.
He's gotta eat. 'cause
I'm pretty sure he's
so
like one of
tall.
the tallest Weasleys too, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
He is
Yeah.
really
He's
tall.
taller than the twins. Why are you frowning?
Why?
I love tall boys.
Oh my god.
We love you, Ron, because you're tall, bitch. Yes.
Tall boys.
I also know that people ship, like, people go hard about Luna and Neville.
They truly do.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Ron and Luna. I think they have a cute little friendship.
Oh.
They have a
Ooh,
cute
threw
little
another one
friendship.
in the
I'm
mix.
into it. Well, we're making up ships that aren't real. Apparently my favorite pastime. Would have been cute.
That's like me, but I just shit myself with people who are unattainable.
Wait, but they're cute, though, because I feel like Ron has, like, a soft spot for her, because she's, like, a crazy fucking weirdo, and he's like,
He's
sometimes
like, I'm
it'd be
down.
like that.
This is fun.
What about Hermione and Ginny?
Oh my god.
Go on.
Oh my god.
couple of the year.
That's
I love
the
it,
relationship
though.
that makes sense.
Well,
no
would
man
it
is good
would it
enough for
work?
Hermione.
Two Gryffindors. They both have like big personalities.
And they both fucking are dominant in their fields.
But would it work?
Yes.
I think it would work.
Think it would work?
I think it would
They'd
work.
be so supportive of one another.
They're fun.
Oh my
I would just
God.
worry that they might get a little too competitive with one
No,
another.
because they're in
I
different
don't think
fields.
so. Yeah, like Hermione's out there, not Hermione. Ginny's being a badass Quidditch player, and Hermione is
true.
rising to the top of like the government or whatever.
That's a sports couple, baby.
They're a power couple.
That's a power couple.
Oh my god, I ship it so hard.
So
though,
there's no man, I think we can all agree, no man is good enough
because
for Hermione.
only one woman is.
Only
I refuse
one.
to believe that Ginny is heterosexual.
That's the tea.
I think a lot of people do though, because
What?
of believe that like Ginny might be bi because of her attitude about men and stuff. I don't know. That's a big one on the fanfic that I have explored. Is
What
that...
one is it? The one fanfic Casey read.
No, I'm just saying like in general when I see like I guess fan art, not fanfic.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like Ginny with
When you're on
Luna.
your DeviantArt account.
Yes, that's what I have. No, I'm just kidding. No, a lot of Ginny with Luna because they're best friends all throughout the books.
They are best friends.
Well,
I
just
support
let them
them.
be best friends.
If you've ever made fan art, please send it to us.
I've made fan art, bitch, and you know it was
Please send it
Romani.
to us.
Tweet it.
Sometimes you're 15 and you have a lot of feelings.
Aw.
Yeah, you draw. I drew them at the Yule Ball.
Oh my god, that's so cute. You still have it?
Somewhere. I think I sent it to you. No, I didn't. I was too embarrassed. Oh, it's embarrassing. It's really cute,
That's
though.
really sweet.
I didn't do any words. It's very cute. Anyway. Mood.
In
And-
summation, I ship it.
I'm into Ron and Luna, though. That's dope. I'm into them all. Ship whoever you want, except Fenrir Greyback. He should be alone and he should be dead.
Oof.
Whoa.
And Wormtail.
And Wormtail.
Fuck him. Don't fuck him. He sucks.
One time, I used to go on Quizilla a lot. And that's where, like, that was, like, I think my beginning of, like, fanfic. But you could do, like, 7 Minutes in Heaven, and you could choose, like, an option, and it would, like, be, like, you and, like, a Harry Potter character. Yeah. And there was one I painted with Paige after, like, a dance, and there was one with Dumbledore.
It was so funny. It's, like, iconic.
It was, like, you choke on his beard hair.
Yeah, you kiss him, and he goes, was that nice? And you throw up on him.
Like, that's how hard Quizilla went.
But you could tell the characters that, like, whoever wrote it, who they were into, because I remember the Draco one was super long and intense, and so were the Weasley twin ones. Like, they were super intense.
Yeah. And
They
then
were
you
good.
could also get, like, Snape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But also that was another one where you just threw up.
Yeah.
But you had to pick a color. Remember? It was, like, gray for Dumbledore. Oh, my God. I remember this very clearly. I remember that 70s show was on, and we were taking this quiz. Shout out to that 70s show, Eric and Donna Forever. Just kidding.
No.
Donna and Jackie Forever.
Yes.
I love Jackie.
Jackie's
I'm gonna high five, but
Jackie
I don't
from that
care.
70s show is who I named my cat after.
Wait, is that Mila Kunis?
No shit.
Yes.
Hey!
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Donna's, what's her face? Laura
From that
Prepon.
thing. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm talking about Orange is the New
I
Black.
am understanding right
There
now.
you go. You did name her after Jackie from that 70s
Yeah,
show?
because I was watching the show at the time. Like, I was in the middle of, like, binging it when
Yeah.
I got her. And then I said, you know what? She's a black cat with, like, long hair, like, and she's really sassy. And so then I just named her Jackie. Plus, I like having pets' names that, like, sound like E at the end. Because then you can, when you baby talk, it sounds better.
Yeah. That's why I have Wally's named what he is. I can. He hates it, but I
My dog's name is Ronald, and he has red hair.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And he's a handful.
Weasley, and he's a fucking handful.
Real quick, let's all sort our pets.
Oh, yeah.
Is that interesting to
Oh.
no one but me?
Oh, no.
So interesting.
Yeah, we did.
I'm going to have to think about this.
I asked my mom to sort Wally, my cat. I put him in Hufflepuff because he's my sweet boy. And he's a cuddler, but my mom was like, he's evil. Put him in Slytherin. And my mom also said, she was like, I'm a Slytherin. I want him to hang out with me, so I'm putting him in Slytherin with me.
That's a very Slytherin attitude to have.
A lot of cats are Slytherin, though.
Yeah.
I
but
think my cat's a Ravenclaw.
I think so.
Yeah, Lola, my cat. I think she's a
I
Ravenclaw
think
because
so,
she's,
too.
I don't know, she's a little weirdo. She just kind of lives her truth. She does whatever she wants.
She also has eyes that see what humans can't.
Oh, that's true. She can see all kinds of
Like
things.
ghosts?
She can see ghosts. She can see demons.
Let me
Cats
pull
can
up-
do that.
Yeah, they can
pic.
see through invisibility cloaks.
She
This
looks
we know.
crazy.
She does. She kind of has some crazy eyes.
I love her.
Me too.
I have pictures of her
I wish that
saved
she
in
was
my
here.
Google Doc for some reason.
Oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. Yeah, so where would you put Jackie?
Probably Slytherin.
Yeah.
She's got an attitude. And she's very independent and, complains a lot about things when there's really no reason to. Not that it's a Slytherin quality, that's just her. She's been very complaining because we just got a new cat. And anytime we pick her up or touch her, she's like, "Rah!" And I'm just like, shut up, you're fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, what are you showing off
yeah.
of Lola?
Oh, wow.
I love her.
Oh, that's her real googly eyes.
Definitely a Ravenclaw.
She's a Ravenclaw.
This is also a fave. It's her falling off a bed.
Sorry to everyone
she wasn't-
listening, but we're just looking at pictures of cats.
Well, right now it's
And
a
they're very
picture of her
cute.
not falling off a bed. It's her like bursting out of the bed because she figured out that she could get behind my headboard and poke me while I'm ignoring her, and then she just kind of poked her way out. She's such a Ravenclaw. She's so smart.
That's why I love her.
Yeah, she's in Ravenclaw with you.
So you're putting Jackie in Slytherin. Mm-hmm. Can you sort Embra?
Right now I would say Gryffindor.
'Cause she's a brave son of a gun.
She is
She's-
orange.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's very active and, bold about things. She'll be the one to, we haven't really introduced him that much, but when they have, she's the one who starts the fight. So
That's
we're trying
my
to we're
girl.
trying to work on that. But yeah, right now I think she's a Gryffindor.
All right.
I feel it.
Keep us updated. This
Yeah.
is important. This is like, how babies are born with blue eyes and then their eyes change color. This is the equivalent. Gabby.
My dog's a Gryffindor. He's so bold. There are deer in the backyard. He runs at the deer.
Also, he's very small. Like, he's not a huge dog. He's like a little boy.
He's tiny and just full of energy.
He's full of piss and vinegar.
He's my punk son. He's
is
a
your fun son.
Cucamonga.
Cucamonga for
He
real.
escapes all the time. We have to chase him around the neighborhood. It's a whole thing.
Beagles do that though. They just run.
He's so loud. He runs so fast.
Where's Joj?
I don't know, because she's not a Slytherin, I don't think.
I think she's a Hufflepuff. She's a lover.
The thing is, she's a Hufflepuff because, like, she acts a little mean sometimes, but she's a big sweetie.
She's
And
a
she's
big
not
sweetie.
a Ravenclaw because she's not that curious. Like, you know
I
how,
thought you were just saying not that smart.
like, you know how cats like want to be doing, like, they want to be like, what are you doing? Josie's like, I don't really care what you're doing. Just pat me, please.
Oh, she sounds like a Slytherin to me, though.
No, she's a sweetheart though.
She's not.
Slytherins can be. I'm
not
here
brave.
as the Slytherin guest. I'm here to represent all Slytherins, and Slytherins can be sweet.
Oh yeah.
Maybe just more selective about who they're sweet with, which is very cat-like.
That's fair.
What?
She will claw you.
Say that Nadine was like, we're gonna get into a fight on this podcast. Everyone's gonna be mad at me and think it's Slytherins are evil.
I
'cause
was
I'm a
so
Slytherin.
afraid everyone would
Slytherins are
demonize
evil.
me for being a Slytherin and not liking
No.
Ron and Hermione.
You're right though.
Well,
I know.
we've gotten quite far into the podcast and only just mentioned that you're a Slytherin, so
That's true.
that probably helps.
Well, okay, so I know you're supposed to sort your pet, but I feel like I'm sorting JoJo for some reason.
No, because I was
Put her in
thinking Hufflepuff, but maybe Slytherin. I just don't know. I don't know. She's not cunning.
She's like very low key.
Hufflepuff's probably a good choice then.
She just likes to run around
She likes to do her own damn
and wake
thing.
me up at 5 a.m. and be like, it's time for bedding. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Are we playing Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Does
Are we doing
anybody?
other things to talk about today?
I don't think so. I think we covered a lot.
We did.
And there was a lot of I think we're all sweating. First of all, it's hot and also getting very heated arguments. So,
We're all friends here.
yeah. So,
Maybe more.
Did you have fun?
Oh, Paige and I are reunited after a year.
Aww.
I did have fun.
Yay! Okay.
do you want to pick the fuck, marry, kill?
Oh my god, this is so much pressure, and
You
it
can pick
shouldn't be, because Paige
anybody.
warned me about this like 2 days ago, and then I promptly forgot about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. You can pick whoever. It doesn't have to be what we're talking
Yeah.
about today. You can pick anything.
We had a lot of ships going, so I
We
mean,
did have a lot of ships going.
I'd rather we didn't talk about any of them and just pick some fucking randos.
Some
But
randos?
do whatever you want.
yeah.
Oh, so maybe let's pick people that we didn't talk about, like Lavender Brown we never talked about. She could
Okay.
be one.
Okay.
Let's just do like side pieces. So Lavender Brown, Victor Crumb.
Okay.
How about Cormac?
Cormac.
Oh, yeah,
Cormac
Yeah.
McLagan.
Dean.
Cormac McLean.
Yeah.
Dean Thomas too. But
Oh, Dean
Wait,
Thomas. Well,
you
that was
pick.
Ginny.
I'm sorry, I'm giving you options.
Dean is pure. Well, let's wait. Who did I already forgot who we talked about? Victor, Lavender Brown. Let's do Dean, because I feel like that'll make it more interesting. Because everyone will just want to kill Cormac because he's
That's
a fuck
tea.
boy.
Yeah.
He's the truest fuck boy.
But he's also supposed to be very good looking.
Fuck boy.
But yeah, no, everyone would kill him.
Casey has her priorities.
Casey, whenever we
So
play
maybe
fuck,
If you're
Marry,
gonna
Maybe
fuck
it wouldn't
someone, they
kill him,
better
maybe
be
you'd
good
fuck him.
I
looking.
can change him.
Well, my favorite thing is Casey just being like, whatever, Gilderoy won't have a memory, like, whatever, I'll just get his money. Like, okay.
All right, so our final options. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Dean Thomas.
Okay.
Dean Thomas, Victor Crumb, Lavender Brown.
Lavender Brown.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh,
You would
shit.
fuck her?
No, I'm thinking, like, what am I
Does
gonna
anyone
do?
know?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Go off.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
You have to play, too.
Kill Lavender Brown. She's annoying.
Yeah.
She just yaps a lot, and I can't handle that much energy in a person. It's too much. She talks a lot. No, she's a different level of annoying, Paige. I'm sorry. Paige is like,
So
me?
affronted.
I would fuck Victor Crumb and
jock.
marry Dean Thomas.
Mine are the
Yeah,
same.
I think same, because
We all agree? Wow.
someone who makes up the nickname Wan Wan has to die.
Yes.
It's just the law.
die.
I like want to be contrary and pick different ones, but no, I'm kind of down for those.
Yeah.
Because Dean's so nice. Like, he would be such a good husband.
Also,
Yeah.
he's tall.
And he's tall.
Love a tall boy.
Well, we know that from the
boys.
movie. I don't think his height's ever specified.
Also, I like him. You want to know why? Because I could talk to him about Muggle sports.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry,
that's specifically for me.
Also, he dated Ginny, so he has good taste.
T.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Or as the kids say, worm. All day whenever anybody asked me something, or they would tell me, I just go, oh yeah, worm. And they were like, word. And I was like, no, M, worm. Worm.
Well, that was a pretty easy fuck, marry,
I didn't
kill.
even sing the song.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even remember it from week to week. Oh, who would you fuck? Who would you marry?
Who would you kill?
Done already. We did it. We did it already.
We're going to have to come up with some more challenging ones because we tend to pick easy ones,
I know.
that, like safe ones. We always have one that's like, ooh, we definitely going to kill that person.
Okay, I'll do a quick one.
Ooh.
Friends, Winky, Grop.
Kill all.
Yeah, no. Gross.
Said you wanted a hard one, bitch.
No, I'm
Wait,
good with our one this week.
I'm swapping out Grop for Cretcher.
Creature? Cretcher.
I say Cretcher, and I will.
Crutcher.
I will.
Cretcher, like-
tart. Can't say anything.
Listen, I will die on that hill. It's Cretcher.
Wait, so are we maybe just switch it to all house elves then? Like Creature, Winky, and Dobby.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that one's also really easy.
Fuck. You're right. Everyone just kill Cretcher. Oh,
Actually, maybe not. He got kind
I
of good
would
in
kill
the seventh
Creature.
Yes,
Not sure who Cretcher is.
all right, Nargiles.
That's how I say it.
That's how I say Cretcher. That's how I read it. Do you like when I get offended out of nowhere? I also read, I had a splinter in my foot today. It's been emotionally taxing these past couple hours. Still do have a splinter.
Well, thank you all for listening. Because this conversation is probably going to just continue for another hour if we let it. So,
Worm.
if you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, that would be real cool. We are at Nonsense Nargles. We're also on Facebook, and feel free to message us there. Discord. Donate to us on Patreon. We
Give us
love
money.
it, and you'll get some shit back. Maybe if you donate enough, you'll be able to be a guest or
Rewrite the theme song if you
Yeah.
don't like it. Because I wrote it when I was 12, knowing I'd be on a podcast. Also, special round of applause for Nadine.
Yay!
Who's our first guest ever.
Thank you for
Very
having
much.
me.
And our secret word this week is Zach Woods.
Zach Woods.
Zach Woods is our secret word.
Zach Woods, if you're listening. I don't know why you would be, but I hope you're having a good day today.
Yeah, Zach Woods, we love you. We did it, fam.
We did it.
Yay!
Thanks for listening.
Bye.